Chicago Bulls taking on the Detroit Pistons. The tip, one by. Ish Smith to Griffin. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Chicago basketball. Deep left corner. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
It goes down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. Kennard to Smith. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Block shot. Shot clock violation. Short jumper off the mark. Ish Smith to Griffin. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Pistons have it. Ish Smith. Passed it off. Luke Kennard slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Beyond the arc for three. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Luke Kennard. Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Short jumper won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Knocked loose. Bulls with the rock. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Griffin. Great look and vision. Won't go. Has a look. Off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
4-3. Can't connect. Johnson to Smith. Ish Smith. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Cashes in for two.
I can see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Ish Smith to Griffin. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Ish Smith to Griffin. Ish Smith to Griffin. From the painted area, won't go down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Knocked loose. Ish Smith. Runner's good there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound to Detroit. Ish Smith to Stanley Johnson. Nice pass to set things up. And count the basket inside.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Ish Smith to Griffin. Gets it in the left corner for three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. That's blocked by Zaza.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Tough make through traffic.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
Great pass to set it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Knocked loose. And the basket good at the rim.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Here's a chance from long range. Not going down here. That is great vision to set it up. Ish Smith, 2 of 4 now.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Ish Smith. Down to Griffin. Oh, emphatic slam. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches make...
Hey, it's up there. Let's take it home now. Let's go. Stepping in for entering the game for Detroit.
To Chris Dunn. Knocked loose. Pistons come away with it. Bulls have it. LaVine missed his first. That one goes.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
To Griffin. Big finish at the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin. 19-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. And he just managed to get it off before the horn. That gives them the lead after a second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
And when both teams are...
Hey, it's our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Detroit. Substitutions, Chicago.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Zach LaVine. Knocked loose. Pistons have it. Stanley Johnson, strong finish.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. The possession in favor of Detroit. Ish Smith. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Lopez.
Shooter.
Off the mark. Surprised he took that one.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To LaVine. Lopez. The drive, right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ish Smith to Stanley Johnson. Nice pass to get things going.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Pistons ball here. Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Goes to the left side. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Stanley Johnson, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Right here.
To Zach LaVine. From long range. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. The follow won't go either. Ish Smith. Bulls come away with it. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Takes stock of the floor to Smith. Fires the three. Off the mark. No good.
Oh, I've been waiting for this matchup.
To LaVine.
I'm hillside.
Double team, double team, double team.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And a finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Smith. Great feed. Sets it up. Stanley Johnson with the two.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Smith. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Got you.
Offensive rebound. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since Rose.
Nice pass to set things up. Gets to the basket and scores.
Probably option 3 right there in the court, but every player is a threat. No excuse for that easy bucket.
To Lopez. Deep right corner. To Zach LaVine. And look out.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Not that time. Bulls have it. To Lopez. Runner here won't go. Robin Lopez. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Has a chance, and he buries it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Luke Kennard. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Ish Smith to Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. It's Detroit's ball. Jackson to Alonzo Trier. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Robin Lopez. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Alonzo Trier to Stanley Johnson. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Come in.
To Lopez. Pistons come away with it. Jackson, great feed. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 14, Ish Smith.
I got him. And that's it. We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Chicago. Subbing in for the Detroit.
Alonzo Trier to Griffin. The shot and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Chicago ball.
I'm on D. I'm on D. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up.
Add 2 points to the board.
Oh, you been in the gym, huh?
Confidence is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Even if your perceived abilities prohibit it, you've got to be you.
Alonzo Trier. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
To Lopez. Oh, he got a piece of it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The assist from number 2.
Pistons have it. Jackson to Griffin. Probing the defense. From the outside, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Alonzo Trier to Jackson. Fires the three. The rebound cleared by the Bulls.
I got him. Here we go.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The assist from number 2.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Alonzo Trier to Drummond. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Number 2.
I got him.
Alonzo Trier to Reggie Jackson. Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Jackson, rebound comes to Chicago. To Lopez. Robin Lopez. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not gonna hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Time to shoot for the Bulls. The pass set it all up.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Drummond to Stanley Johnson.
2 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he had it. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. 4-3. The Bulls with the rebound.
I got this plan. Let's go. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
To Lopez.
All right, here.
Count the basket at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Griffin to Alonzo Trier. Deep left corner. Jackson. Can't connect. It's no good. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Jackson with it. Down a bundle. Great dish to set it up. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Double.
Curling inside.
Get him. Don't let him get out.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Alonzo Trier to Jackson. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
That's me. I got ball.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
The Bulls take this one as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Bulls were solid in today's victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree